Welcome back, everybody. Sign here again with another episode of Harmonious Engineering, and been doing a little bit of building off camera, trying to make things look a little bit nicer over here. And this is my new rail station here. So I've got it covered up. These are just steel catwalks because I just wanted something kind of thin. And for thin blocks, I either have the catwalks or I have the slice blocks from Engineers Decor. I got concrete, basically blast-proof concrete nonetheless. And I mean, yes, rebar concrete is expensive but creeper slash witherproof, which is kind of cool actually. But yeah, it is. Well, it's not terrible. It's metal rods plus concrete. And we have the dark shingle roof and then old industrial wood. So I went with catwalks, and basically the tracks are covered up now. Then we come over here. We got basically an awning, I guess we can call it. And then this is my sawmill building, which seems to be working pretty good so far. Our saw blade is a little over half left on it. So I've got 5 more sitting here. And then it auto outputs to this labeled crate, and then I have a pretty pipe system just running it over to these hoppers here. It goes into this hopper right here, and immediately gets shunted into the dimensional chest. So not the most elegant solution, but it works. And I just wish this side wasn't open. But, oh well. What can you do, right? And I've got a ton of sawdust. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Thank you. And we'll do this. And I'll worry about the sawdust later on. I did get pretty much caught up on all the back stuff wood, though. Problem is I got caught up on all the back stuff creosote, and it's been sitting at 750 for a while, so something happened, I think. Either that or just every time I check it, it's at 750 millibuckets. So I mean, the coke ovens and everything should be trunk loaded, but let me go double check here. Oh, that's right. That's part of a wall, which I haven't built yet. So, all right. So what's going on over here? Dang it. If you time the jump just right, you can get over those without picking them up. My saw broke, is what happened. Is that my... That's my drill. Yeah. Okay, it's cutting now. And... me get all of this out. Huh. Okay. It's visually broken. Because if I stand here, yep, see I'm getting hit by the saw blades. Okay, good. I didn't mess with my minecart. It's just visually disconnected. Okay, then let's go ahead, throw that out. Give it some time. Hopefully soon this tree here will cut. There it goes. Okay, and we should see items come out of here pretty quick. Yep, there it goes. It's just, that's, okay, yeah. It's a really weird graphical glitch is what's going on. Now, here, now everything should be working fine. You're not even getting wood, though. Oh. So the tree farm is actually not enough to keep up with the coke ovens. Or it wasn't. Alright, you know what? Let's just, oh god, now I've got two. Wow, you have a lot of wood. Alright, that's the thing. That is definitely a thing. At least we can see where the saw actually is now, but I need to look up on the Create GitHub and see what that, see if that's an issue. See, yeah, now this one's got, okay, I don't know why, but I have a feeling it really wasn't working until I came down here. Which is not reassuring. Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, but we should have our system starting its thing now. And I just have no idea on that one. All right. So let's go ahead, though, and see about getting some immersive engineering redstone control going. Okay, I do have one probe connector. And how much experience do I have? 9 levels still. Okay. What do I have for quests to claim here? Oh yeah, the Sequential Fabricator. Okay. Alright, so I need some redstone wire connectors, which means electrum nuggets. And grab some of you. Grab some redstone wire. And let's see. Honestly, that should be all I need, really. So actually, while I'm here, let's look up raw, and we'll grab that stuff out. Get this processing up as well. And there we go. You should be ready to go over here, though. Oh yeah, everything's caught up. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and do this up. And how much was... Okay, I can grab almost all of it. There we go. Alright, so... I think hopefully actually I have just about everything I need. I do have scaffolding up. Okay, good. Making sure I have blocks to work with as well. Alright, and let's go ahead then. Scaffolding here. Like say to there. Let's go ahead and put our probe connector here. And I'm going to need you. Let's see. And I don't have any, like, do I have anything that might be redstone activated? Okay, yeah, I got a power rail. Okay, that'll work. There. All right, so if I put a connector here, and let's have you sending and receiving both on white, sure, why not? Let's go with a threshold of, oh, you can't drag and drop, it's just where you click. Okay, 8. 8 would be half of this accumulator. How are we doing on biodiesel over here? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, doing pretty decent. We're filling up that capacitor over there still, so. It did actually drain a decent amount of power over there, but at the same time, it sawed up. It was like 17, 18 stacks of wood. Hey, there we go. We're filling up. All right, so this thing's set to a threshold of about 8, just barely over half. Actually, I'm going to output on white. There we go. And our rail is powered. I mean, look at that. That easy. All right, well. Actually, no, it wasn't, was it? That's unpowered. Can I put you, like, directly on the side of the rail? I can't. Oh, no, it just updated it was all. Okay, so it was powered. Oh, that's interesting. Let's put that away. And what I want to do is I want to put a connector here and have it work as a relay. And I am going to need to switch the diesel generator's behavior. So it's by default on. Okay, you will be output. There we go. Not inverted. Oh, that's right. I have to use a screwdriver on that too. Let's set this to 11. There it goes. Now, exactly how long are you going to be shut off for here? Because I don't want to, like, constantly cycling on and off. That's just a moot point at that stage. All right, so it cycles about every 100,000 RF. That's not bad. That's probably as good as I can get it right now without getting a circuit set up, which I looked at. And we need circuit backplanes, which require Duroplast sheets, which is phenolic resin. So, in a bottling machine. And yeah, the phenolic resin, we kind of looked at that. That is our acetaldehyde plus creosote. And that is, bioethanol or ethanol. But yeah. Which is really weird. I looked at the wrong ethanol again, didn't I? Bioethanol, ethanol, ethanol. There we go. Yeah, so industrial squeezer. Be another setup kind of like this, plus creosote oil. And then another refinery. I mean, it's honestly not that bad. The hard part was, steel, but I've got steel just doing wonderfully now. And I'm going to watch this for a bit and see if we're still making, at least as it sits, making extra biodiesel. All right, I watched it for like a minute. I can safely say that yes, because it made over a bucket of biodiesel, made 1.2 buckets, and it used 100 millibuckets for that little tiny run cycle it does. So yeah, I think we're good there. And which means this setup is a go. here's a question. How full are you? You're not. Okay, you're about a stack plus. I wonder if I do like this. Will you process faster? Kind of doubt it, but... Oh. Yeah, no, it only pulled from the first slot. Remember, I did use some, so... There you go. And that gives us, you know, a nice little buffer or whatever in there. All right, so there's that taken care of, and yep. So whenever I was doing my check last episode to see if I would get zapped by running under that cable, it occurred to me after the episode was over that this cable was actually dead at the time. Yep. Okay, so actually I was fine until I hit the stair. And then, yep. Okay. But we can walk under it safely, which is the main thing. So, how you doing? Oh, I can't check you. I can check you though. Okay, you did work through some more birch planks. Okay, cool. And hey, you're no longer at 750. So actually, I think it was stuck. It's chunk loaded, but I may have actually had to physically go to the area to get things to kickstart again, which is not reassuring. Like the pipes and everything were working, but the tree farm wasn't. That's right, you're out of carrots, aren't you? Yeah, it took 4 stacks of carrots, by the way, to get to this point, which is not bad. Now I'm pretty much out of carrots, so I may just set up an industrial farm with garden cloches instead of doing this. Just to try to keep the giant create mechanisms from being too prevalent. But don't think I've had a problem with lightning strikes since that one that let my cows out. There we go. And now it's just like, okay, what do we do next? Good question, actually. Good question. All right, so I went ahead and got some things set up over here. And there we go. Okay, so it's not doing too bad yet. All right, let's go ahead and go. So if you hold a block in your offhand, you can right click and use it as a cover. Problem is it still counts as a pipe block. So you can't do things like put rails on it or whatever. So it kind of messed with my system a little bit. And dang it. Shift right click, pop that off. And now I can't get that block back. Dang it. Give me back my freaking concrete. There we go. I actually wanted a couple of these because I need a box. And of course it starts raining. There we go. You're going to fill up with that for now. Let's see. I need this. And I'm just have to grab out of here. Need sticks. There we go. This is probably going to get sloped down eventually. I need to come over with a bunch of wood. And I completely forgot where those levers were now. Right here. Okay. All right, so right now I have this thing set. It's only going to send the cart off when the cart is full. So that's going to take a little bit. Got it coming up here, and then kind of a similar system here with a unloader under here, and there's a pretty pipe underneath with an extraction module. Then I have it going into 4 coke ovens, and then here, yeah, dang it, freaking blocks always go away. I've got a trash can here, and this has got a lowest priority module. So this is going to be my strictly charcoal slash creosote oil farm. So that way we can start making the phenolic resin. And that's probably going to happen over here. But the problem is, I want to use, well, actually not really a problem. I need to get a storage tank for cook oven. I need to hook up a fermenter still. I need to get power over here to run said fermenter. And I don't have power really coming over. I mean, I have power right there, right? So what I may do eventually, let's go come over here. Let's just take this over to inactivity. Okay, cool. Power rails are more than sufficient. Unloaded. And hey, we got a coke oven running. We should see this one kick into life here in a second. Maybe I should get a speed module. No, it'll be fine. It's just right now that I'm having to wait. Yeah. This is why I didn't want it running on empty cart. Okay. There. And so we got 3 of the coke ovens running. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna steal half of that and put it over to here. Get you running. So that'll start making us creosote, which is basically step 1, right? Steps 2 through 10, I haven't quite gotten done yet. I think I get rid of this rain. All right, I had to basically wait through the rainstorm until morning came, or until night came, so I could sleep it away. But I went ahead, built myself another tank. Got a pump here, pipes, all hooked up to the top of the coke ovens because it really doesn't matter which side. And we should see if I have a bucket. There we go. 7,500 millibuckets of creosote oil so far. All right, so there's our creosote oil production. Now I need to get this charcoal out of here, right? And that, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do quite yet. Let's see. Probably, I mean, I could do extracting conveyors out of the back. And then a conveyor line running down this way. That might work. Something I have yet to make, actually, from Harmonious Engineering is it's a silo. Let's see. Which is basically a bigger tank, right? Space for 41,472 items, equaling the capacity of 24 chests. Oh, and I got a comment from Jose. This red block right here, that's where you right-click to activate the stupid thing. And now that he mentioned that, it's like, okay, that makes perfect sense, and I feel kind of stupid for not realizing that myself. All right. Also, I made myself some of the grits to kind of play with. This is the dense grit sand, which doesn't fall. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, actually, that's not bad. And then this is the dense grit dirt as opposed to coarse dirt. Yeah, I could probably find some uses for these. All right. All right, so we have creosote. Now I need a fermenter over here. Yeah, that's one thing that immersive engineering does not have is a method of making fuel straight from coal. Or not fuel, making power straight from coal. I can barely see those windmills over there from here. Let's go up to 16. There we go. Much better. All right, and okay, come on, world. Load in. The thing whenever you do that is you gotta let the whole world around you load in. So, and then from here, it's going to be going into a refinery, which, you know what? I can use these for right now. So refinery is probably going to go, say, kind of like there. And see if I have like a charcoal line running down this way, then I do have pretty pipe set up underneath already, and I can use them both ways. So I could use them to pull the charcoal out, as well as feeding the wood in, and just have the charcoal going to a different destination. I might just end up doing that. But either way, probably have our fermenter like here. In which case, let's go ahead and change the orientation of our refinery. And so let's go ahead, though, move it like this. And then we can move this down a couple blocks. Kind of like so. And then that means we could have our pipes coming like that and like that. It's going to bug me if I have an elbow on one side, but not on the other. I am finicky about certain things, and that would be one of them, I think. So we'll just move everything over another block. This is why I'm dummying it up right now as well. There we go, and then there we go. Right, now it's well and truly balanced. And yep. How is our minecart doing now? I turned it back over. Okay, actually it's doing pretty well, so. Definitely need to start dressing up the area more, though. Oh, I made a bunch of hempcrete because I was going to put hempcrete under this bottom scaffolding, and I completely spaced it. Dang it. Oh well. I'll get around to it. And, okay, well, I'll go ahead and pick that up. Send stuff back. What are you? Oh, yeah, catwalks. which I did think about putting catwalks here. But yeah, they're going on that bottom half of the block, and I can't put them in the same block space as a pipe, which is unfortunate. All right, well, let's get this kind of sort of set up then. All right, almost there. And I just realized I forgot something else. Oh, well, I'm not too concerned about it right this second. I haven't even hooked power up over here yet, but we actually need 2 refineries for this operation. So I had to go back and get parts for a second one. There we go. And let's get our pipe network set up now. You're going to feed into there. You will feed into here. And you will feed into there. There doesn't need to be anything over on this side, right? So this needs a silver plate. This all needs power. You need redstone power, so I'm probably going to get another one of these valves. Actually, I prefer these for using in the pumps. Let's see. So I have, what, 1, 2, 3 machines that need power. And I'm going to bring power over here without it looking nasty. That's the question, right? So I need to pump this oil up. All right, what do I have on me? I've got wooden posts. I've got 3 relays. And I've got... I thought I had my cables on me still. Dang it. All right, hopefully I got everything now. Hopefully. All right, yeah, let's cross our fingers there. And I really do miss the mod industrial wires from 1.12. And I think that was the last time it was updated. But one of the things it did is it added in applied energistics and refined storage wires in the style of immersive engineering wires, which is really cool. And you could run them just like this, you know, instead of having to bury cables in the ground or whatever. All right, I need you and you for now. All right, and really, right about here, yeah. Which means that is kind of redundant. Well, not really redundant. Doesn't look as good. So we'll do like that instead. Yeah, that'll work. And okay. Same block line. So right about here. I can work with that. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this. And okay. Back over to this line. And yeah, it's a little soon, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it here. If I go too far up, I'll get zapped off the line, or off the pole. Don't particularly want that. I mean, getting zapped, it just, right now it kind of tickles, but I'd rather not make it a habit. How about right here, actually? And then for now, you can go right here with the relay. Thought I hooked it up. What? Thought I hooked you guys up already. All right. So you need power. That'll actually work out perfectly because I went ahead and brought a cloche over, and there we go. Output faces towards you when you place a cloche, by the way. There you go. There you are. Full power. And let's go ahead and do one of these again. What do I have set to be anyway? I don't think... What is set to be? Something is, right? Head mode switch from mechanism. Okay, I'm going to change that. Because I have it set to page up and down. I have to reach all the way across my keyboard or take my hand off my mouse. And you know what? Let's just leave that empty for now. So if I have you in my hand, okay. I preferred when it was just a toggle instead of a cycle up and down. There we go. Much better. And accumulator, pipe, pump. Bottom, by the way, is default set to input or intake. Output, valve switch. You're filling up with water. You can have that now. Push that into there. All right, so there's our ethanol production. Also, apparently, I really starving myself here. There we go. And yeah. All right, so, well, yeah, we haven't actually had this produce anything yet. Unfortunately, cloches are a bit slow. I don't have any fertilizer on me. I should make some. Just for whenever I'm starting a system like this, it just speeds it up. Now over here, we need you. And you know what? I don't care. It's going to be awkward for a bit, but I will get this to work. The fact that the power input for these is actually reset. Actually, can you hook to here through the machine? Are you going to give me... Yeah, see, it is. So, there. It's just an awkward placement for the power on these things. I would be all for having this be one more, because these are light engineering blocks in the back. Throw one more on there so we can lift that up by one. Be nice. All right, and you're on, so you should be full of creosote oil. All right. All right, 16 buckets left. Okay, that's not bad. I hope you're running. It's hard to tell with these things. It should be, right? We have power, we have water. However, oh, you stupid thing. Freaking. I just do. Let's rotate. Again. You can't toggle redstone control on freaking cloches. I hate this so much. All right, you know what? You get a regular lever then. The valve's going to look damn silly just sitting on the ground. Now it's running. Now let's see this gauge is filled up. I hate that. The worst part is it's weak power, right? That there, this is strongly powered, this is weakly powered, and it still shuts off. All right, well, hey, there we go. So we should have some ethanol in here now. We have 100 millibuckets. If we look at our phenolic resin, this stuff, actually the acetaldehyde is what I'm making here. I need 8 millibuckets. Okay. Give you a catalyst. And we actually have phenolic resin. All right, now it looks like the silver plate is literally just a catalyst that does not get used up. That is cool. I like that. And I'm not sure for the phenolic. What's the ratio? 12 to 8. Okay. So basically, yeah. It would be 3 to 2. But we do have a little bit of phenolic resin. And now uses for this is, well, yeah. And then there's the bottling machine. We can make the blocks. We can make these sheets, which can only be made in the bottling machine. I would love it if you could split the block up somehow, like run through a sawmill or something. And then we can make actual buckets of it, right? We can also make empty shells if we wanted to make, firework cartridges, or we have, buckshot flare, wolf pack. Oh, they actually added their own recipe for these then finally. Used to be wolf packs were only available in mods that are mod packs that included things like Botania, different magic mods. We have the flares, Dragon's Breath, which is 4 aluminum grit and gunpowder, and it shoots out a fireball pretty much. Well, a cone of fire. But we have ourselves our phenolic resin now. And we do have a bit of room here that I can fill up eventually. What I need to do is just bring over a bunch of dirt and fill this kind of low spot in a bit. Which is kind of a moot point to be doing it with dirt, but I'm not sure what shape this area is going to take in the long run. And I've been saving all these pebbles and stuff. But yeah, I can fill it in like here to like maybe like here to there, and then bring this all up one level. And that'll give me a good area to do with the phenolic stuff. I might want the block because I can make connectors and stuff out of it, so that's handy. Empty shells, maybe. I'm not really fighting a lot of mobs, so I don't know. Probably not. But I need the Duroplast sheets as well. And then I'm also going to need buckets of the stuff so I can make fiberboard. Because I want to kind of play around with that a bit. And yeah, we're at 400 millibuckets so far. You know what? Put this here. Once this gets a bucket in, it'll fill it up and put it here for me. All right, so I went ahead, added another clove shen. And so now we have double speed, and I added bone meal to these. They haven't quite ran through their fertilizer cycle yet. Once that fertilizer amount reaches 0, then it'll actually use a fertilizer, and then it'll fill this gauge back up. But making a little better progress on the ethanol. But we do have a bucket of phenolic resin and 264 more millibuckets. So it's not exactly a fast process, and we're up to 217 charcoal. I'm eventually going to need to get that out of there, but not yet. I like the windows. These are the treated wood windows from Engineers Decor. And they just look nice, It adds a little more dimension to all of this. Oh my god. How? Okay, I don't jump into the wire. That could be a problem. Right now I'm producing wood faster than I'm actually using, or that I'm producing creosote oil below. Right now it's a bit of a balancing game. Okay. Oh, that's right. It's not planks, it's sawdust. And I'm producing sawdust at a pretty good rate too. So There we go. So what does this stuff look like? It definitely actually kind of looks like fiberboard. Let's see. You know, I'm curious actually. Does it burn? Might take a while to find out. Huh. Well, it burned out, but that can happen with regular wood too. So let me just surround it with fire and see what happens. Also, I never did set up my ash farm, did I? I need to do that. And it looks like fiberboard does not burn. Yeah, no, I think it's safe to say that it does not burn. All right, well, we know that one. Actually, does that even show up in construction? No. Treated wood, anyway. Resin and Duroplast, here we go. Molten, okay, Duroplast, rigid, non-flammable, and non-conductive. Okay, yeah, ethanol. While the other tank remains empty. Transferred to a second refinery. Okay. This process requires no catalyst. Duroplast created molds in the bottling machine. Advanced electrical components and circuit backplanes. This is one of the reasons I want a Duroplast. A/1/4. Okay, interesting. 4 buckets of Duroplast equal 4 Duroplast blocks. And then we have these. Excellent way to recycle what would otherwise be waste. And yeah. So I'm guessing, yeah, it's fine. Let's see. As a catalyst. This catalyst is not consumed, but the process will not work without it. Okay, cool. It's actually in the book. I just never realized it. It's been ages since I looked at the refinery page because I knew the refinery. I didn't have to bother researching it. All right, cool. And we have, oh, that. Why are you spitting items though? Oh, I know. Okay. First of all, you activate during loading inactivity. All right, so yeah. Give me this. Just empty that out. Throw that in there. Throw those birch planks and the fiberboard in too. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. I need to put some upgrades in here. The limited filters or limited items. And yeah, it's just bouncing items around inside the pipe now, and that's just not cool. But thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until the next one, this is Sign signing out. Have fun.